Hey YouTube, Shelka04 here. So, today we're going to talk about a product. And it's a product that a lot of people I know seem to be accumulating, feel as though they need. I don't understand why. And I'm not going to make a habit out of bashing on products, and I'm not going to make a habit out of endorsing products. I'm just basically looking to tell you where to save money and where I think it would be wise to spend money. That product today is camping stoves, or not camping stoves. These foldable, I guess they are camping stoves, but these foldable stoves, they open up. They're about as thin as like a Reader's Digest, maybe the size of like an old TV guide. You know what I'm talking about? They fold out. Anyway, I'll post a picture right here showing what they look like. And as you can see, there are a lot of different options. There's different colors, different shapes. I guess the idea, ultimately, though, is to stick your twigs in the thing and to have it heat up your soup can. So, excuse me, it's hot in here. Now, these stoves range between $20 to $40 typically. Do me a favor. Don't buy one. Don't give one to your friends. You don't need it. Look to yourself for the confidence and the thought of what can I do to heat my food. I mean, it would be one thing if you're going to Mars and for some reason couldn't put a fire on the ground with rocks around it and needed this camping stove. But if the idea is to build a fire and to put your can of beans above that fire, there are so many options that you walk past on a day-to-day basis. Right here, I've got a grill or a grate. I put this between two cinder blocks and build a fire between those cinder blocks, and I just accomplished the same thing your $40 folding camp stove did. Okay. In fact, I could probably heat 4 or 5 cans of beans on this thing instead of just one. Outside where I'm sitting right now, there's a barbecue. It's got a propane bottle, so you can turn that on. But when the propane bottle is depleted in a SHTF situation, just build your fire in there. You've got coals down below and you've got a grate above. If you want to be mobile, take the grate with you. You can, as I said, build a fire ring, put your grate on top of it. Or you don't want to take the grate with you, guess what? Most communities you're going to go through or go to or pass by will have some sort of supermarket or shopette. Get one of their carts, one of those push carts that are chrome-plated steel, flop it on its side, build a fire inside of it, and cook your food on top of it. Now, again, I'm sitting here in the RV. Right outside the window is a barbecue. Before I made this video, I looked around the property. There's a hibachi in the garage. There's another grill that's unused, still in the box in the garage. So that's 3 grills that you could use. On top of the compressor for the central air in the house, there's a piece of chicken wire about that big that you could, well, it's being used now to prevent leaves from getting sucked into the compressor. But you could cut the cable ties on that, and again, build your ring of rocks, build your fire inside of it, and put that chicken wire down on top of it. Now, what I don't want you to do is get in the habit of putting your can of whatever you're cooking in the fire or directly above the fire or whatever. And the reason is because modern cans are lined. Not all of them, but look at it as a safety measure that you'd rather not cook in the can. So, I mean, if you have to, whatever. But what I've got is, I guess I would call it a hobo's cup. It's a blue steel, it's a steel cup that's got blue enamel on the outside. And I can pour my can of, I don't know, pork and beans into that and then put that cup in the fire, on the fire, near the fire. I can rinse it out, I can clean it up, and I can hook it to my backpack and go on down the road. So again, are there uses where you want one of these folding stoves? Maybe. I don't know. Do me a favor, email me or make comments down below on why you think you need one of these stoves. Because the thing I was thinking was, if you're really going to go backpacking and you can go up into the mountains or something and want to melt water, what you're going to use is something like a Whisper Light stove that has a pump that you're pumping gasoline, because you're going to want those calories to melt that stove at that elevation. You're not going to be up there breaking twigs and sticking them in your foldable little stove. So, give the stove a pass. Have the confidence in yourself to figure out that I can come up with a surface that I can cook on. I can find a grill. I've got grates there. I've got grates in the house. You can come up with plenty of things to cook on. Here's one example that I don't want you to do, but I've seen this firsthand. I had a rental property, and the tenants had their power and their gas turned off. So unbeknownst to me, what they were doing was they would take like a big aluminum tray, like you'd cook a turkey in, and they'd put the oven door down and put this tray on it and fill the tray with charcoal and light that charcoal, and when it was nice and glowing, they would push that tray into the oven and heat the rack above. Now, you never want to do that because of the carbon monoxide indoor factor. I mean, that was probably one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. But in an SHTF situation, take the oven outside, then build a bonfire in it, and you got an option. So, you know, even in some stupid things that people do, there are always, ways to fix it and get around it. Anyway, don't do the folding stove. Save your money. Spend it on something else. You'll be a lot happier in the end, a lot lighter, and a lot less gear to worry about. Thank you.